Hello and welcome to vKind Connects, your connection to everything vegan. We have a really special show today. I want to introduce you to Sally Malanga from AVEGAN Beauty and Francis Gonzalez from Vegan Wines. It's going to be an awesome time. I'm so glad to have you here. So let's start with you, Sally. Welcome to the show. And first and foremost, I want to know, what inspired you to create and start AVEGAN Beauty?
I'm very happy to be here with you. And I'll share that I've been a health and wellness advocate all of my career. And AVEGAN Beauty is designed to disrupt the $600 billion beauty and supplement industries because they are two of the biggest buyers of animal ingredients and toxic chemicals that are harming animals, human health, and the ecosystem. So that is the inspiration behind launching AVEGAN Beauty.
That's awesome. I love disruption. I find that very inspiring. So I fully agree with you. And let's go over to Francis. What inspired you to start Vegan Wines?
Well, I've been vegan for over 25 years, and I went on a trip to France. And during that, I was at a wine tasting tour, and I heard the word egg whites. And I was like, what? And then after that, I started asking so many questions. And being a vegan for so long and not knowing that wine was just more than grapes, I felt like, I went back home and I Googled it. And I saw that vegan wines was, there was nothing. And I Googled veganwines.com and there was nothing again. So I was like, okay, this is something that we should know about. And I started Vegan Wines. So I love wine. So I was like, if I want to know, I'm sure lots of other people want to know. Whether you're vegan or not, you want to know what's in your bottle of wine, just like food.
I love that. And that's, again, a disruption, right? It's like this vegan wine industry, the vegan beauty industry is new and disrupting and causing shifts and change there, which is needed and making a big impact. So I want to delve into a little bit about your offering. So Sally, could you tell us a little bit about your best-selling products or one of your offerings that you're most excited about?
Well, I'm really excited about our Nutra Chic beauty drink, which is bright red when you mix it up with water, and it works in combination with our skincare. And because I determined that if you are only using creams, you're only getting half the beauty and health benefits. So we deliver the really super powerful vegan nutrients that are bright red, yellow, and orange to the skin topically, and then we double the benefits by taking the nutrients internally. So that's very exciting. It's a huge advance in the world of skincare and beauty, and it's something that I think will really help people have a really great outcome in their beauty routines.
I love that. And the true understanding that it has to be internal and external and coming at it from both ways is really important. And the education that you're giving around being able to transition to these things without using animal products is huge. And when I think about beauty routines, who doesn't like wine and beauty? So let's head over to Francis and find out, what are you most excited about? What is your favorite product or bestsellers?
I love all my wines. I hand select all of them, but I am very happy about this one called Vegaramado because it's the only Vegaramado varietal that's vegan in the world. And it's very unique about their story as well because they are a bigger wine company production, and they took this lot and they let it sit for like 5 years because they wanted to produce a vegan wine because they know that that's where the future is going. So they did it as a test. And when they approached me, I was like, sure. So we went to the south of Italy, we tasted it, we met with them, we analyzed it, and it's our best seller today. So this is great because it's a great product that people enjoy everywhere, but also that we just encourage them to change. And that's what we're aiming for.
Thank you, Francis. And I would be happy to partake in testing any domestic vegan wines that you would like to share. But that sounds awesome. And being able to really look at what's naturally vegan and educating around that is also really impactful and needed in this space. Again, a disruptor and inspiring in that fact. I guess I want to know now, leaning in a little bit on the industries that you're disrupting right now. Sally, can you let us know a little bit about what sets you apart from your competition?
Sure. I'll pick one of those toxic animal ingredients that I referred to earlier, and that is collagen, which is a protein that comes from the skin and bones of cows, pigs, chickens, and fish. And consumers are taking it in tub loads, thinking that it's going to help their beauty and their joints. So in essence, it's harming animals, it's harming the planet, and it's harming humans' own health. So what sets us apart is that we're, vegan woman-led, authentically accomplishing our goals by creating products that are better for people, animals, and the planet. Not based just on marketing, which there's lots of marketing hype in our industry, but through real vegan science and through real results.
Thank you for doing that, Sally. I think removing the smoke and mirrors and really educating about what's truly in a lot of these products is needed, and you're making a big shift with that. So that definitely sets you apart from the competition. And Frances, same question to you. What sets you apart from your competition?
I very, very dedicated from the soil to your bottle, because climate change has a lot to do with it, with the soil, and the wine industry takes a lot of soil for the vines, and we make sure that even, like, let's say some wine production involves sugar, people can just go to Costco and get sugar, and sugar can be non-vegan. So I look at all these little things that can make it non-vegan, but that they can change, and when they change is better. So I say it's because we go from the soil all the way up to the bottle. I have not seen any other yet to do it like that.
Thank you, Frances. It's kind of like Pandora's box. I had no idea that wine wasn't vegan. It was kind of like, well, it's from grapes, right? What would make wine not vegan? So that's huge, and you are doing a huge part in educating the general population about why most wines aren't vegan by default, and being able to change that perception and educate and have people make informed decisions. So I love that, and thank you for the work you do. Now, something else that's exciting is you are both participating in a platform to raise capital called WeFunder. Now, you both have run successful businesses, but we're looking to expand and be real disruptors in these markets. So Sally, I'd like to go to you. What kind of an impact would your company make in the world if you're able to raise this capital, and what are you doing with WeFunder?
We are raising capital on WeFunder, exactly $1 million just to get started. And we will change the world as much as any plant-based burger company will, because we are aspirational. As a beauty and wellness company, we cover the consumer from head to toe, and in doing so, we will save millions of animals' lives, save millions of dollars for consumers who are wasting money on products that don't work and harm animals at the same time. And our goal is to reward our investors with a healthy return on their investment.
I love that, Sally. And it's like putting your money where your mouth is and having that ethical investment where you can sleep well at night knowing that your money is funding something that's contributing to a greater good. So same to you, Frances. Like what impact do you feel like you're going to make in the world if you're able to get the capital through WeFunder?
We're going to change the $418 billion wine industry into veganizing it. And that will be so much more than just handing you a bottle of wine. It's about changing, helping the environment, helping the climate change, and just putting our word out and awareness more. So that's what we're aiming for just a whole shift and change for the better.
Thank you. I love that. And let me ask this, because those of us who are vegan and in this kind of vegan world understand this, but why would someone who is maybe not vegan or maybe just veg curious, why would they want to invest in your company? Sally, you want to start us off with that?
Companies like AVEGAN Beauty potentially can break out and grow exponentially, rewarding investors with multiple times their investment. And at the same time, we can help animals. So everyone wants to invest in good products, and everyone cares about animals. So that's why we would be enticing as an investment even to non-vegan investors.
Absolutely. And thank you. And Frances, same question to you. Why would someone who is not vegan or veg curious or even part of this like plant-based movement want to invest in vegan wines?
Because we all are we're more aware, especially as the COVID happened, of what we're putting in our body. We want to know what's going on with climate change. No matter what, if a lot of our customers, they're not vegan, but they want the less, and they want to know that they are drinking wine, not something else. And the vegan wine industry is growing. Of other wine production companies and wine producers, grape growers, they're beginning to see this as well. So now you're starting to see vegan friendly on the bottle. So just give it when I started this in 2017, nobody heard of vegan wines. Now we're, just a few years ahead, and everybody wants to put vegan friendly on their bottles. So it's going to continue growing. There's no stopping it. So invest early, and then you get to grow with us to something very big worldwide.
Yes, it is, and something that many of us enjoy and partake in. So I think investors can see that. Let me ask this, Sally. With WeFunder, you've got the commitment amount. So what happens if you reach the commitment amount you're seeking on WeFunder when it opens up to full investment, to the full investment audience? Can you explain to us a little bit about how that works?
Well, some of the challenges is to get the attention of investors who may not be focused on beauty and supplements yet, because there's lots of money going into lab-grown meat and similar projects. But many of those opportunities are shared among the already wealthy and not open to the smaller investor. Let's say someone who has under $5,000 to invest, or even $1,000 or $100. I think the average investment on WeFunder is $1,000. So, our goal is to let investors know they can participate in startups where some of the greatest wealth has been created and is still yet to be created.
Yes, absolutely. You never know, again, in the disruptor factor, what's going to happen. And I think more and more people, whether they're vegan or not, are being conscious about what they're buying, what they're putting into their bodies, and what they're contributing to. And so that's a key point. Thank you. And Frances, for you, I have a question about, okay, let's speak to the investors who might be skeptical, not totally understand this plant-based and vegan movement. Is it here to stay? Why should they invest with you over a company that uses animal-based products or animal-derived products in their wines?
So whether you're vegan or not, ever since COVID, we've been wanting to know what we put in our bodies. And, people are now more aware of a lot of things. So investors are trying to look at what people are into. And a lot of our customers, they're not vegan, but they know that the wine industry can put so many ingredients into their wine that they feel safe with us. And we are so transparent. We tell you everything from the soil to the bottle. And we're even working on putting our ingredients on the label. So when I started this in 2017, no one heard of vegan wines. A few years later, look, everyone wants to put vegan friendly on the bottle. So this is just the beginning, and we're going to keep growing. There's no stopping it. So invest now and grow with us. And this was going to be worldwide. And by the way, vegan wines is awesome.
I love it. I'm sold, even though I'm already vegan. But so the next question I have is kind of off topic a little bit, but if you hadn't started A Vegan Beauty, Sally, or Vegan Wines, Francis, what would you be doing right now? Sally, do you want to start?
I started a pollinator garden in my property by ripping up a big portion of my lawn, and I've opened it up to students and my neighborhood. So it has attracted so many bees coming from I don't know where or where they would have gone if I hadn't done that. And so I think I would be teaching people how to make pollinator gardens so that we could save the ecosystem one house at a time.
Sally, I love that. I saw like a little sign, like make pollinator gardens, not lawns, right? Like it's the whole, again, you'd be impacting the world, right? I think that's the bottom line here is it's doing something to feel like you're leaving the world a little better than you came, right? So Francis, same question to you. If you hadn't started Vegan Wines, what would you be doing now?
Well, I love connecting people, and especially in the vegan world. So I like to see myself as the matchmaker, and because I love to see veganism grow. So I love doing that, and I love hosting events that put people together to grow. So I think I would still be doing that, and I love farming. So veganic farming, that's what we do as well. So those are the two things that I know I'll be doing, but I do it anyway. So I'll just be like upping it more on the steps.
I love that. Again, still making a huge impact. No matter what you're doing, it's going to be making an impact. And I love that. And I want to lean a little bit into the industry that we're in and the challenges that are faced there. So Sally, could you give us an example of like what are some challenges that you've faced in this industry, and specifically in the vegan industry around this?
Well, some of the challenges is to get the attention of investors who may not be focused on beauty and supplements yet, because there's lots of money going into lab-grown meat and similar projects. But many of those opportunities are shared among the already wealthy and not open to the smaller investor. Let's say someone who has under $5,000 to invest, or even 1,000 or 100. I think the average investment on WeFunder is $1,000. So, our goal is to let investors know they can participate in startups where some of the greatest wealth has been created and is still yet to be created.
Fully agree there. And Francis, what do you feel the biggest challenges for you in this vegan industry with vegan wines right now?
Well, it is two big challenges is that I am a vegan, and that is the wine industry. It's a male dominated world. So at first, vegan people don't understand veganism too much in the wine industry. So for me to come in at first, everybody was like on guard. But as they're learning more about how I always try to keep explaining and showing and working with them instead of pointing fingers, to help them understand why I'm doing it. And also keep working like with Women of the Vines and Spirits. This is a woman-owned organization to help women in the wine industry, because it is very male-dominated. So those two things have helped me a lot, but they still are part of the challenge. I'm just beginning to learn more how to ease into them, and with the support of other women as well.
Yes, on the male dominated industry. And then also the piece, speaking back a little bit to Sally's, and in the consumables, the fact that you both have consumable products is huge, because it's something that is going to need to be repeatedly purchased and are referred out, because people are enjoying themselves or enjoying how they're feeling and looking because of the products. And those are the things that investors typically, or when I'm investing, I'm looking for, is like, what is going to generate repeat referral business? What's consumable? And I'm going to have people coming back once they're educated and made the decision to purchase these products or ingest this wine or food or whatever it is, this supplement, so that we're having a solid business that's going to keep coming back as people get more educated, building in more and adding in new consumers and new market share. So I think you're both poised for great growth and expansion, and super excited to support you each. Even despite the challenges that there's always challenges, right? So that leads into, Frances, a little bit about what you were saying with kind of male dominated industry. With everything going on right now, what is your message to other women entrepreneurs?
Don't give up. There's lots of times that it seems really like hard, and you don't know how you're going to go to the next day, take a nap, eat a slice of chocolate cake, do something to just ease into, or meditation, but just don't give up. That's call a friend. Keep going strong. It will happen. It has to happen. Just think of it that way. It's just the thought to keep the fuel going to your next step. And that's what keeps me going. And I advise people to do that as well, especially women, when we face, we hit a lot of challenges.
Thank you, Frances. Yes, don't give up. Stay the course. You can do this. You have support. So, Sally, same question to you. What would you say to other women entrepreneurs?
Well, I would exhort them to continue on. They're not alone. Especially women vegan entrepreneurs will change the destructive course that we are on economically. I mean, how many times do we want to drink floodwaters or watch our houses burn up until we change the business world to be regenerative and not extractive? And I would continue to encourage women entrepreneurs to take the lead, but not give up, their home life, and keep their spirits up, but make sure that no matter what they contribute, it's valued by the rest of us.
Yeah, thank you. As a collective, I think we can all come together and support each other. Women business owners, vegan business owners, being part of that veg economy, part of something that is greater than us, part of a movement to shift things, to having our world be more in alignment with our values. So thank you, and thank you for all the work you do, each of you. And I kind of want to switch to something totally off topic because I'm hungry and it's almost lunchtime for me. So lastly, if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Sally.
Well, I love variety, so I hope this wouldn't really be true, but if I had to, I love Indian dal. That's the cooked lentils over rice. I think it's so warm, it's so pretty in color, it's so comforting, it's so healthy. So that's what I would eat.
Indian food for the win. All right, and Frances, what about you?
I'll say it in English and Spanish: rice and beans and arroz con habichuelas, because I can eat that all day, and that's what I ate a lot when there wasn't like Beyond Meat or nothing like that. So that's my to-go comfort vegan food.
I love that. And I think we're all going to our comfort food for this, right? Mine is a traditional Filipino breakfast which is rice and eggs and corned beef. But thankfully, to some amazing vegan chefs, there are options now where I hadn't had this for years. And vegan spam just came out, y'all. What? Sorry, the Asian in me is so happy. But absolutely, but you go to your comfort food for that, right? And that's what it's all about, is having our outlets, having something we can go to tap into to feel better, and then go back out there again and pioneer this out. So thank you both for being here. It's been amazing hearing from you. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for creating and acting on your dreams and inspirations to actually bring these things to fruition so that we can all enjoy them. And also thank you for coming and spending this time with us and being here on vKind Connects. That's a wrap for this episode. Please be sure to subscribe and like our YouTube channel. Follow us. Our next vKind Connects will be with Jeffrey Harris, the founder of Plant Power Fast Food, which vegan comfort food. Yes. Thank you. So again, all of the resources, links to the WeFunder investment pages, the websites for AVEGAN Beauty and Vegan Wines will all be in the show notes and on the YouTube link. So please take a look, support these businesses, support each other, be kind to yourself, and enjoy your day.